Welcome to Ethan Facts, where today we are diving into the world of one of the most unconventional, rule-breaking birds of prey on the planet, the Crested Caracara. Did you know the Crested Caracara is actually a falcon that prefers to walk on the ground rather than soar through the sky? Did you know this bird has earned the nickname the Mexican eagle, even though it belongs to an entirely different family of birds? Did you know a caracara's face can actually change color from orange to pale yellow in a matter of seconds based on its mood? Did you know these birds are so intelligent they will follow forest fires just to catch the animals fleeing the flames? Did you know the Crested Caracara is one of the few birds of prey that will actively hunt for food on foot, running down its prey like a tiny dinosaur? Did you know they have a rattle call so unique it involves throwing their heads all the way back until they are looking upside down? Did you know these birds are social scavengers that often dominate vultures at a carcass despite being significantly smaller? Did you know the Crested Caracara is a master of kleptoparasitism, meaning it spends much of its day bravely stealing food from other hawks and even ospreys? Did you know that in ancient Aztec culture, this bird was considered a sacred symbol of power and transition? Did you know that despite their fierce appearance, they are devoted parents that stay with their mates and territory for their entire lives? The Crested Caracara, scientifically known as Caracara plancus, is a strikingly unique bird of prey found primarily in the Americas. While it looks like a cross between a hawk and a vulture, it is technically a member of the Falconidae family, making it a true falcon. Unlike most falcons that are known for high-speed aerial dives, the caracara is largely terrestrial. It has long, powerful legs with flat claws that are better suited for walking and running on the ground than for gripping prey from the air. One of their most distinct features is the naked patch of skin on their face. This skin is highly vascularized and can change color from a deep red-orange to a pale yellow in seconds, signaling the bird's level of excitement or stress to others. The Crested Caracara is easily identified by its black cap of feathers, which contrasts sharply with its white neck and throat. These dark crown feathers can be raised into a slight crest when the bird is curious or threatened, giving it its common name. These birds are exceptionally versatile hunters and scavengers. While they are famous for eating carrion alongside vultures, they are also skilled predators that hunt insects, lizards, snakes, and even small mammals. A fascinating behavior known as fire following has been documented in caracaras. They will often congregate at the edges of brush fires to snatch up rodents and insects that are forced out of cover by the heat and smoke. Caracaras are incredibly bold when it comes to securing a meal. They are notorious kleptoparasites, which means they frequently harass other birds like pelicans, gulls, and even larger hawks until they drop their catch. Their vocalizations are unlike the screams of most hawks. They produce a low, dry rattle or cluck sound, often accompanied by a dramatic physical display where they bend their necks so far back that their heads touch their shoulders. In the United States, the Crested Caracara is primarily found in the open prairies and ranchlands of Texas, Florida, and Arizona. They prefer wide open spaces where they can easily spot food from a distance or while patrolling on foot. They are one of the few raptors that will actively dig for food. Using their strong beaks and feet, they have been observed digging up turtle eggs or pulling larvae out of the soil, showcasing their resourcefulness. The Crested Caracara is a highly territorial bird. A mated pair will often stay in the same area year-round, defending their domain from intruders and maintaining their nest high in a cabbage palm or a sturdy tree. Their flight style is very different from the circular soaring of hawks. They fly with heavy, direct wing beats and often stay quite low to the ground, scanning for movement in the grass or roadkill along highways. While many falcons are solitary, caracaras are surprisingly social. You might see small groups of them gathered around a food source, though there is a clear hierarchy, and the dominant birds will eat first. They play a vital role in the ecosystem as nature's cleanup crew. By consuming carrion, they help prevent the spread of diseases and recycle nutrients back into the environment, much like vultures do. The talons of a caracara are notably flatter and less curved than those of a peregrine falcon. This is an evolutionary adaptation for a bird that spends a significant portion of its life walking on flat ground rather than perching on thin branches. These birds are known for their high intelligence and problem-solving abilities. In some areas, they have learned to wait for cars to pass before approaching roadkill, and they can even remember the locations of reliable food sources over time. Nest building is a collaborative effort between the male and female. They construct large, somewhat messy platforms of sticks and weeds, which they often reuse and add to year after year, making the nests quite massive over time. Caracaras have a varied diet that even includes aquatic life. They are known to wade into shallow water to catch frogs, fish, and crabs, using their beaks to probe the mud much like a heron might. Their vision is incredibly sharp, allowing them to spot tiny movements in the brush from high perches. This helps them find live prey even when they aren't actively searching for carrion. The wingspan of a crested caracara can reach up to 4 feet. Despite this large size, they are remarkably agile on the ground and can outrun many of the small animals they hunt. In some cultures, the caracara is referred to as the Mexican eagle and is often confused with the bird depicted on the Mexican flag. However, the bird on the flag is technically a golden eagle, though the caracara holds great cultural significance in the region. When threatened, a caracara won't always fly away. They are known to stand their ground, puffing out their feathers and making themselves look as large as possible to intimidate potential predators or rivals. Juvenile caracaras look quite different from adults, with brown and tan streaking instead of the sharp black and white contrast. They take a couple of years to reach their full adult plumage and facial color-changing abilities. These birds are very efficient at finding food in human-altered landscapes. They are frequently seen patrolling the edges of highways in the early morning, looking for animals that were hit by cars during the night. Unlike most raptors that carry prey in their talons, caracaras will sometimes carry food in their beaks, especially if they are moving a small item or feeding a chick in the nest. They are known to be opportunistic egg thieves. If a ground-nesting bird leaves its nest unattended, a caracara will quickly swoop in or walk over to consume the eggs or young hatchlings. The crest of the caracara is most visible when the bird is perched and alert. When in flight, the feathers flatten against the head, creating a more aerodynamic shape for travel. They have a remarkably long lifespan for a bird of prey in the wild, with some individuals living for over 20 years. Their survival is aided by their ability to adapt to various food sources and environments. Caracaras are known to follow large mammals like cattle or horses. They do this to catch the insects that are stirred up by the movement of the heavy animals through the grass. Their digestive system is incredibly tough. Like vultures, they have highly acidic stomach juices that allow them to safely digest meat that would be toxic to other animals due to bacteria and decay. The breeding season varies by location, but generally occurs during the winter or early spring. This timing ensures that the young hatch when food sources, like emerging insects and small reptiles, are most abundant. They are incredibly quiet when hunting. A caracara will often stalk through the grass with a slow, deliberate pace, surprising its prey before it has a chance to realize a predator is nearby. A pair of caracaras will often perform duets using their rattle calls. This helps strengthen their pair bond and warns other birds that the territory is occupied and defended. They are one of the few falcon species that will eat fruit and other vegetable matter on occasion. This dietary flexibility allows them to survive in harsh environments where meat might be temporarily scarce. Despite their fierce reputation, caracaras are often bullied by much smaller birds like kingbirds or mockingbirds. These smaller birds will mob the caracara to drive it away from their own nesting sites. The white patches at the tips of their wings are very prominent during flight. These windows of white against the dark wing feathers make them easy to identify even from a great distance. They are surprisingly clean birds. Despite eating carrion, they frequently bathe in shallow pools of water to keep their feathers in top condition and free of parasites. In Florida, the population of crested caracaras is considered threatened due to habitat loss. Conservation efforts are focused on preserving the large, open cattle ranches that these birds rely on for survival. Caracaras have been observed using tools in rare instances, such as using sticks to probe into crevices. This level of cognitive ability is rare among birds of prey and puts them in a class with some of the smartest avian species. The base of their beak, called the cere, is where the color change is most noticeable. When the bird is calm, the cere is usually a pale bluish yellow, but it flushes with blood and turns bright orange when the bird is active. They have a very high success rate when hunting in pairs. One bird may distract a target or flush it out of hiding, while the second bird swoops in to make the final capture. Because they spend so much time on the ground, their legs are covered in thick, protective scales. This helps prevent injury from thorny brush or the bites of the snakes and lizards they frequently hunt. The crested caracara is a symbol of the wild, open landscapes of the American South and Central America. Their presence is often an indicator of a healthy, diverse ecosystem with plenty of available prey. They are known to be quite curious and will often investigate new objects in their environment. This curiosity can sometimes lead them into trouble, but it also helps them discover new and unusual food sources. When a caracara catches a snake, it uses its powerful beak to quickly crush the head of the reptile. They are incredibly fast and precise, allowing them to handle even venomous snakes with minimal risk. During the hottest parts of the day, caracaras can be found resting in the shade of trees. They will often hold their wings slightly away from their bodies to help dissipate heat and stay cool. They are excellent at finding hidden carrion. By watching the behavior of other scavengers like ravens or vultures, they can pinpoint the exact location of a meal, even if it is tucked away in thick brush. A caracara's nest is usually built between 15 and 50 feet off the ground. The height provides a good vantage point for the parents to watch for predators while keeping the chicks safe from ground-based threats. They are very patient hunters. A caracara may sit on a fence post for hours, perfectly still, waiting for the exact right moment to drop down and catch a lizard or large grasshopper. The crested caracara is a testament to nature's adaptability. By combining the traits of a falcon, a hawk, and a scavenger, it has carved out a unique and successful niche in the wildlife of the Americas. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the mysterious life of the crested caracara. These birds truly are the rule breakers of the raptor world, and I hope you enjoyed learning about them as much as I did. If you found these facts as mind-blowing as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Ethan Facts so you never miss an episode. We are constantly uploading new videos exploring the most amazing animal facts and wildlife mysteries from around the globe. I'd love to hear from you. Which fact about the caracara surprised you the most? Was it their color-changing faces, or the way they hunt on foot like dinosaurs? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, Stay curious and keep exploring the incredible world around you. If you're looking for more wild discoveries, click on the video on your screen right now to keep the adventure going. See you in the next one.